Welcome to the XFL Simulated on EA Sports, and today we have got the XFL West playoffs coming your way. The LA Wildcats will be taking on the Houston Roughnecks. Houston ended the season 7-3. LA ended the season 6-4. They just snuck in thanks to a Seattle loss. Houston ended up beating Seattle, and Houston nailed that first spot. And we welcome you right now to Houston, where these Roughnecks fans are raring to go. Houston has really been just one of the most solid teams throughout the season. 7-3. Their offense, come on, PJ Walker, Cam Phillips, these guys are electrifying. LA, though, they've got some names of their own to look forward to seeing. Elijah Hood has been an excellent running back. Josh Johnson, up and down season, but they've got some weapons. Trey McBride, Nelson Spruce, and right now Houston taking the field in what is a massive matchup. A little bit of a history with these teams. Week 1, when these teams faced off, Houston won that game 41-34. Los Angeles, on the other hand, they were home in Week 8, and they ended up losing that game 27-13. They were winning going into the fourth quarter and fell apart. Johnson had a couple really big turnovers, screwed him over. It's going to be interesting to see how this game plays out in the playoffs. The thing is, Houston won twice, but remember, St. Louis beat DC twice in the season, and DC rocked them 26-3. Just last game, Houston will be getting the ball first, and we are ready to go as Nick Novak kicks it away. The XFL West playoffs are underway. Sammy Coates on the return for Houston, and he'll be met right at the 20, call it the 21, and that's where Houston will get the offense. That's where Houston's offense will get the ball. PJ Walker, this guy's been absolutely electrifying. Through the season, he's thrown for 2,544 yards, 74% completion rate, 17 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. He's got a QB rating of 113.8. This guy has been absolutely outstanding. Last week, he played an excellent game, 25 for 30, 335 yards, and a couple touchdowns. They need that type of PJ Walker today to move on to the championship. 1st and 10 from their own 21. Walker, he'll give it up to James Butler, and what a move by James Butler. Brings it up to the 26. Nice gain of about 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 coming up. Honestly, I think Butler could have gotten a little bit more there. But good way to start. 2nd and 4. Movement. And that is very bad on Houston's offensive line part. I mean, come on. 2nd and 4 now goes to a 2nd and 9. And after the solid momentum to start that drive, those are just stupid plays to have right at the beginning of the game. They're going to try a screen. That's Phillips. My goodness. What in the world was that? He runs backwards, and now a big 3rd and 14. So the penalty, a screen that goes backwards, and it's been a disaster so far for Houston to start. Like, what in the world is Phillips doing? Third and 14. Houston, they've had some big plays this season, but let's see if they can actually pick it up. Walker to throw. To the sidelines, it's complete. Nick Hawley, but not near a first down. Houston eats it up. LA eats it up. They're going to have to punt, and just stupid penalty. Really, really, really stupid penalty. Like, you're home. You need this momentum. Not a good way to start, and June Jones is definitely going to be getting in that offensive lineman's face on the sideline after that. Good start for LA, though. I mean, this Houston offense is electrifying, but LA able to shut them down, force them to a 3-and-out. Austin Recco will punt it away. Trey McBride back to receive at his own 22, and he'll be met right away. Stop to the 28, and that's where LA will get the ball. Josh Johnson coming out, and man, he's had a really interesting season. Opening up the year, he was absolutely fantastic through the first 5 weeks. The second 5 weeks, he has been really, really, I mean, not really bad, but he has just really struggled. Throughout the season, he's thrown for 2,050 yards. He's got 13 touchdowns, but 9 interceptions, along with 3 fumbles. He has really struggled with turning over the football. We saw that last time these teams played. He's got to improve on that. 1st and 10. They go to Elijah Hood. Breaks a hole. Elijah Hood. Great run on 1st down, up to the 38. They're going to be just short of that 1st down. That's a gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Wildcats. Elijah Hood, he is someone to watch on that offensive side of the football. And he'll send out Hood. It's going to be a throw. And they don't... Wow. So both teams open up with great runs and shoot themselves in the foot with a 5-yard penalty. Let's see if LA can bounce back from this. 2nd and 6. Coming up from the 33, but going back to Josh Johnson, they were up 13-10 going into that 4th quarter. He had the fumble, which was returned for a touchdown. Then he had an interception and just killed the game for them. He's got to avoid doing that today. They go back to Hood. Big hole for Elijah Hood. 1st down and a flag. And Houston right now, look, that's 2 big penalties already in this game. And now LA has it in their territory at the 44. The Roughnecks, they are not a team that has really struggled with this, so to come out in the playoffs with 2 big penalties already is definitely a little bit worrying if you're Houston. 1st and 10 now from the 44. Elijah Hood, this time, Houston gets there. Good stop. Gabe Wright in there on the tackle. Pushes him back 2 yards. This is a nice play there. Elijah Hood, though, he's had a great season for the Wildcats. 180 carries, 682 yards, and a touchdown. He's a solid guy. 2nd and 12 now from the 46. Can LA get it into field goal territory at least and take a lead? Johnson to throw. Going to the sidelines. Got a man knocked away. Good defense. Nice stop there by Jeremiah Johnson. And a look at this offense now. This offensive line has been decent. Guys like Storm Norton have played quite well throughout the season. We just talked about Hood. He's been solid. How about Nelson Spruce and Trey McBride? A couple of the best receivers in this league. Trey McBride, 533 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. He's been outstanding. 3rd and 12. Big 3rd down here. Johnson. That is intercepted. Picked off. Jeremiah Johnson. He had the breakup before. There is a flag. Wow. Unbelievable. Pass interference, and now they get it on the 32. That would have been a turnover, and instead, LA gets a huge 1st down again. They go to the ground. Hood, taken down in the backfield again. That's a loss of 4. Corey Crawford. Crawford has been one of the just outstanding in this league. Really through the entire season, and he does it right there. Look at this play. Just gets there, spins off the block. And Brown able to get in there as well. This Houston defense is going to need to make some big stops here. I mean, that is 3 massive penalties within the first 4 minutes of this game. 2nd and 14. Wow. This is by far the messiest XFL simulated game we have seen. That is the 5th penalty within 3.5 minutes. 2nd and 19 now for the Wildcats. And Johnson, I will say, yes, there was pass interference, but still, Johnson tried to force that ball in. Double coverage. It was picked. Yes, it got called back, but that's stuff that he's got to avoid doing that if they want to win this game. 2nd and 19. They go to the ground, and Hood, nowhere. Actually, that's Larry Rose. So, 3rd and 18 coming up. We're going to look at this Houston defense. One of the best defenses in the league. Again, Corey Crawford, Gabe Wright, Coney Ely. These guys have been electrifying on the line. Evan Robinson and DeMarcus Gates have been solid linebackers throughout the season. We see Jeremiah Johnson at the cornerback position. He made a couple plays already. Deatrick Nichols has been amazing. Probably the best safety in the league. I mean, this guy is making plays every single day. I mean, every single game. Big 3rd and 17. Can LA get a big conversion? Johnson with all sorts of time back there to throw. Gets rid of it across the middle, and that is almost intercepted. Another errant throw. Cody Brown had a shot at it. I mean, he was hit as he threw, but man, that should have been a nice and easy pick for Cody Brown. Right off his hands. Those are the ones that you want back. Will be interesting to see, though. They're at the 39. Nick Novak has not been a very good kicker in this league. Probably expect to see Winston Moss go ahead and punt this one away. He will. So that's very disappointing for LA to get to the 39 with all of these penalties, and they still have to punt it. Novak, he'll boot it. And can they get a good stop here? And wow. It's going to bounce to the end zone. So a 19-yard punt, and Houston gets down to 20. Honestly, with the way LA looked right there, they are not going to win this game. I mean, Houston literally handed them the football, handed them 2 massive 1st downs with those penalties. and they still didn't come away with any points. So Houston now, they started off with a nice run. They had the penalty, just kind of went backwards. Let's see what they do on the second drive to snap out of that. They go to Butler, and that's a gain of about 2. Actually, did they give him 4? Wow. Look at this offense, though. This offensive line has been really solid. And James Butler, he's also been one of the better backs in the league. Throughout the season, he's got 661 yards and 4 touchdowns. But let's look at these wide receivers. Cam Phillips, 610 yards and 6 touchdowns. Nick Holley, 581 yards. These guys have been absolutely outstanding. 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They try to screen again. Coach with some room. Good open field tackle. That's Mike Stevens making the play. Now we'll look at this Wildcats defense. They also have some weapons. Boogie Roberts, Roderick Henderson, these guys have both been excellent players. Sean Oakman, Trey Williams, these guys have been making plays all season long. And Jack Tocho is a guy I want to look at the free safety position. Him and Ahmad Dixon, some of the best safeties in this league. They are a really dynamic duo. We'll see how they do. 3rd and 2 now from the 28. Walker to throw. Can he get him a first? And wide open man, that's caught. First down, Sammy Coates. Up to the 34. Just a nicely done, nicely executed. Coates wide open there and picks up the first down for Houston. And see if Houston can get themselves into some sort of rhythm here. Now, whoever wins this game is going to face off against DC in the championship. So we'll see if Houston can finally get themselves into a rhythm offensively. James Butler on the carry, and this defensive line is doing a good job up front. Not letting Butler find a lot of open room to run. He's only got 2 yards on that one. 2nd and 8 now from the 36. On off-play action, Walker checks it out to Butler, makes the grab, and that's only a gain of 2 again. So 3rd and 6 coming up for Houston. And with this Roughneck offense that has so many weapons, they're definitely looking pretty lackluster right now. June Jones has got to start calling some plays that gets his team back into it. Walker to throw. Across the middle, got a man, and it's knocked away. Sam Mobley can't hang on, and Houston's going to have to punt. So both of these offenses have a lot of weapons, but they're not really getting anything going so far in this game. And honestly, this one's kind of on Mobley. It's not the best throw, but he's got it in his hands. He's got to hang on to those. Austin Recco wanted to punt it away. He'll boot it away, and Trey McBride back to receive, and this one's going to go way too far. Do they get the bounce? No. So it's going to go out at the 20, and that's where LA will get the ball once again. So a really disappointing first drive for the Wildcats when you consider it. I mean, all that they were given, and Johnson right now 0 for 2, and both of his passes should have been interceptions. He's got to find a way to get back into his early season form in the playoffs. Lots of time. Gonna check it down. That's caught. The screen, wide open room. Elijah Hood, first down, up to the 33. Those are the sorts of plays that you like to run if you're LA. Get your team some sort of rhythm, momentum, something. 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off-play action. Johnson, all sorts of time. Gonna go deep down the field. Knocked away. Jeremiah Johnson has been all over the place today, making some big-time plays. 2nd and 10 coming up. Under 3 minutes in the first quarter, and really not a lot of offense at all so far. On the draw, my goodness, Elijah Hood is absolutely blown up. What a tackle by Benaquez Brown. Just a penetration. They go with the draw. Houston brought the blitz, and really just an excellent... Look at this job by Brown, recognizing what was happening and getting right through that line to make the play. 3rd and 12, and now LA once again backed up. right now, I don't know. I really don't think Josh Johnson is going to be able to get them this first down. He's not looked very good to open up this game. Houston's giving him a lot of different looks. Let's see if he can pick it up. Off play action. Pressure. He's going to go deep down the field again. He's got a man that is caught by Jordan Smallwood, gets past the defender and into the end zone for the 70-yard touchdown, and LA strikes first. Unbelievable. I do not know what Cody Brown was doing. Johnson just throws it up, and Smallwood is able to get a step on him. Brown practically stops in his tracks. Hopefully we get another look at this. Look, Brown just slows down, and Smallwood is able to blow right by him and get to the end zone. How about that? So LA strikes first. 70-yard bomb, and Jordan Smallwood, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this second half of the season. We've seen him make some incredible catches throughout the year. And on the season, he has 554 yards, and that one's going to put him all the way up to 624. He's having himself a heck of a season. And really just throughout the last few games, he's just had a lot of success. Novak to kick it away, and right now if you're Houston, you've got to get something going quick. Sammy Coates takes it out of the end zone, going to try to return it, and take him down right away at the 21. Houston's offense, they've got to find some way to get themselves into a rhythm here. And I'm surprised, like, Cam Phillips has not gotten a target yet. Nick Holly's only got one catch. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. Houston, last week, they looked fantastic against Seattle. I mean, they beat them 31-15, but they were up 31-0 in the fourth. They dominated. They've got to do that here. On the ground, it's Butler. That's a gain of about 4. 2nd and 7 coming out. Give him 3. All the receivers spread out. Walker's got to find a way to find some men open and start getting into a rhythm. To throw. Lots of time. Cross the middle. Got a man. That's caught. Khalil Lewis to the 42, and that's exactly what the Roughnecks needed. Khalil Lewis is one of those guys that's been sneakily good. That's a gain of 18 there. And he's just a guy that makes plays happen for Houston. He's been doing it all season long, and he does it again here. Makes the catch, turns up field, picks up some nice yardage for the Roughnecks, and see if that can get this team heading in a good direction. 1st and 10 now from the 42. They give it to Butler. Nice move, and Butler picks up 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up. Again, Houston has such a phenomenal offense. It'd be a surprise to see them struggle more. And how about that play? What a tackle there in the backfield. Harlan Miller, the safety, coming in there. He's been getting a decent amount of playing time, even though he's not a starter. He comes in and he makes plays when he's out there. I mean, this is an excellent read. And Miller blasts Butler backwards, so now Houston's stuck in a 3rd and 5 situation. Walker's got to find a way to get them this first down and keep the drive moving in a good direction. To throw. LA brings a blitz. Checks it outside and just short of the first. Great tackle. He found Khalil Lewis, but LA will stop him. 4th and 1 from the 48. Probably going to go to the second quarter, but look at this. Look at just the tackle and the effort by Jack Tocho to get there. And they're going to have to punt again. Austin Recco to punt it, but they will get it off before the end of the first. This one angling out, and a terrible punt. Recco shanks it. And that's how we're going to go to the end of the first quarter. LA with a 7-0 lead, and really, it's just kind of a fluky play with that 70-yard touchdown that has given them some momentum in this game. I mean, 3rd and 12, Johnson just heaved it up there, and Cody Brown, again, a massive error. 1st and 10 now from the 29. Johnson, pump fake. Lets it go across the middle. Batted up and intercepted. This time, Cody Brown gets the interception off the deflection. And that's exactly what Houston needed. Brown, I guess that's his redemption. And how about that? I believe they were looking for Smallwood again, and it's just an excellent hit by that defense. Hopefully we can get another look at this. Yeah, going across the middle. Jeremiah Johnson again. This guy's been everywhere, and the awareness of Cody Brown to get back to that ball and make the interception. Now Houston can relax a little bit, and they've got great field position. See if they can turn it into points. We're in the second quarter now. They've got to find a way to get this offense, get the wheels rolling. 1st and 10 now from the 46. They give it to Butler. Bounces to the outside. He's got some room, but stumbles. Gets it into LA territory, but could have gained some more. Nice gain of 5, though. 2nd and 5 coming up. And right now, if you're Houston, got to keep the ball moving. I would like to see Walker do a little play action here. I think it'd work quite well. They will go to play action. Walker, lots of time. He's going to go deep across the middle. Just misses his man. Looking for Coates. He had him. 3rd and 5 again coming up for Houston. They've got to find a way to convert here. I mean, the defense has been doing a pretty solid job. They've got to get this offense going. 3rd and 5. He's got a man. That's caught. 1st down. Cam Phillips. His favorite target. Gets down to the 38. Cam Phillips, that's his first catch of the day, and I'm sure we'll see more of him. Right now, he is tied, leading the league with touchdowns with 6, and considering the Battlehawks have been eliminated, LaDainian Washington, who he's tied with, has 6, and he's done. So Phillips, if he can get a touchdown here, he will be crowned the victor, most likely. Nice play by Houston to try to keep this drive alive. And now, at the 38, let's see if they can continue to push the ball down the field. They give it to Butler. Nice tackling. Only a gain of about 2. All receivers spread out. Walker on 2nd and 8. Let's see what he'll do. Back to throw. LA brings a blitz. Across the middle. Wide open man. That's Khalil Lewis. Inside the red zone to the 19. And Houston moving the football. And this is what I've talked about. LA gets momentum. And then Josh Johnson finds a way to turn the ball over. Nice throw from Walker on the money. It's too bad Lewis was unable to turn upfield faster. Otherwise, he probably could have scored. Definitely better that he caught the ball before turning upfield. But still. 1st and 10 for the 19. Walker to throw. Way off. That is not a good throw there. 2nd and 10 now from the 19. And they go to Butler, who's got a little bit of room to run, brings it down to the 16. Honestly, LA's doing a pretty good job of shutting him down. 3rd and 7 coming up. Big 3rd down. If you're Houston, you don't want to settle for 3 here. You've got to get to the end zone and make it a 7-7 game. Walker, they're going to give it to Butler on the draw, and he cuts up. Does he have enough for a first? That's actually Williams. He got it. Wow. Andre Williams battles to the 8, and the draw works. And June Jones is a guy that always passes in those situations, so really it's an interesting call, and somehow Williams picks up the first. I am very surprised. I mean, I guess that's why I'm not the coach. He knew that it was going to work, but how about the fight from Williams to push all the way past and get that 1st down? 1st and goal from the 8, and now you've got to like where you are for Houston. With all these weapons, they've got to find the end zone. They go back to Williams, and this time, nowhere to go. Tackles for a loss. Roderick Henderson, the big defensive lineman. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 9. How about this stop? He just breaks right through that line and gets straight to Williams. Just a nice spin move. Second and goal now from the 9. Walker fakes it. Gives it back to Butler. And he'll bring it down to the 6. So now another 3rd down. Honestly, I do not know why Houston's running the ball so much. I mean, Walker has so many weapons, and he's a very efficient quarterback. Let him throw the football to the end zone. 3rd and goal from the 6. Walker to throw. He's got time, and now he's going to go down, lost the football. And that's picked up by LA. Wow! That is Taylor gets in there and knocks it away. Walker, a rare turnover, and it's a costly one. The Roughnecks were in position to score, and that's Trevon Sanders getting in there, knocking it away, and Taylor is able to fall on it for LA. What a turnover by this defense that has not played the best. Wow, Josh Johnson coming back out after the interception. He is a very inconsistent quarterback. He throws a touchdown. He throws a pretty bad pass that ends up being picked. Honestly, he should have 2 or 3 picks already this game. You gotta tone it down. And wow, what a move by Hood. Breaks a tackler. Picks up only 1, but still, he should have been taken down in the backfield. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Houston defense is playing very well, and it's a shame that their offense is just struggling. I mean, I don't know. They're just not going with the game plan they usually go with, and they're hurting because of it. On the ground, it's Hood. He's got room to the outside. Close to the first, up to the 24. Nice gain of 7. If you're DC, you gotta think you probably want to play LA because they're the more inconsistent team. But DC did beat Houston in the season, so we'll see. Hood gets it. And how about the tackle there by DeMarcus Gates? Pushes him back to the 24, and once again, LA has to punt, and it's just an excellent play. Hood trying to bounce that outside again. Gets caught, and DeMarcus Gates takes advantage of it. Excellent work by the linebacker. Shane Jabuka now on to punt it away. And it's almost blocked. Just gets it away. Sam Mobley to return. Sheds 1 tackler, but not any blockers in sight. So Houston now with plenty of time to score before the half. LA is getting it for half. If you're Houston, you've got to march the ball down and finally punch it in. Butler not having his best day. I mean, the offensive line has not been giving him many holes to run through. So we'll see. First and 10 from the 24. On the ground, they go to Butler. And again, just not really anywhere for him to go. I don't know why they continue to run the ball. It's not working very well. You gotta let Walker loosen up his arm and let him start throwing the football. To throw is Walker. Blitz from LA. Checks it to the outside. That's caught. Only a gain of about 3 to Khalil Lewis. 3rd and 6 coming up. Again, Houston, they're just lacking the big plays that they usually have. We're almost 1/2 through this game, and they've had almost nothing. Coates has got to get lined up. He will. To throw is Walker. He's got lots of time. He's going to let it go deep. Got a man that's caught. And there's the big play that they needed. Khalil Lewis again. And again, this is a guy, Lewis, look at that. 65 yards already on the day. He is someone that just gets the job done when they need him to. Just an excellent job by Houston. And now at the 49, let's see if they can continue to push the ball down the field. Try a screen out to Phillips, and doesn't go anywhere. Picks up maybe 2. Surprised he got 2. I hate those screens, because there's no blockers, and they just don't go anywhere. 2nd and 8 from the 49. To throw is Walker. Gotta let it go. He will. Knocked away. Good defense. Will Smith knocks that one away, and it's 3rd and 8. Another big 3rd down for Houston. I don't know if they've even picked up a first on 1st or 2nd down. Walker to throw. Big blitz. He's got a man that's caught, and he gets to the sticks. That's Khalil Lewis again. To the 40, 1st down Houston. Khalil Lewis having himself a heck of a day here in Houston's biggest game of the season. And just an excellent job getting wide open and making sure he gets to the sticks before Ahmad Dixon gets to him. Really just all around excellent. 1st and 10, they've got to keep things moving. We're under 2.5 minutes. Walker to throw. Checks it down, that's caught. And that's Lewis again. This is just the PJ Walker to Khalil Lewis show. 2nd and 2 now from the 32. Most likely going to run down to the 2-minute warning here. It's a nice little check down and good gain. If you're Houston, you've got to keep moving the football. You got 2 timeouts. You got the ball in a decent situation here on the 32. Walker's got to find a way to not turn it over, and that turnover was really costly because you didn't get any points. Down 7-0, the hometown Houston Roughnecks, one of the best offenses in the league, struggling to get going, but they were knocking on the door of points, finally. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 2nd and 2 from the 32. Walker to throw. Big blitz. To the sidelines is caught. First down. That's Cam Phillips. 1st and 10 now from the 27. They don't need to rush right now. They do have plenty of time. As long as they can keep moving the ball. Walker to throw again. Lots of time. He cannot afford to take a sack here. Lets it fly. Deep. Got a man, and it's dropped. Sammy Coates can't hang on. I don't know if he would have been in bounds, but 2nd and 10 coming up for Houston. Just waiting for that big play for them to finally find the end zone. 2nd and 10. Walker to throw. He's got time. He's got to let it go. And he's going to take off with it. PJ Walker with room to run. And he'll take it in to the 20. Big 3rd and 3 for Houston here. They got inside the red zone. PJ Walker fumbled. They've got to find a way to get some points. They cannot afford another turnover. Walker to throw. Big blitz from LA. Man open. Misses him. 4th and 3. Houston's going to have to settle for 3. Honestly, it's pretty disappointing. Walker's got to make those throws. And now 4th and 3. That's Lewis again. It was just wide open. I know he's pressured, but those are just simple throws that he usually makes. And Houston, they've got to hope that they can knock through this field goal and at least get some points before the half, because Wildcats are getting it for half. Sergio Castillo, kick is good. 37-yard field goal attempt goes through, and it's 7-3. Houston finally finds at least something offensively, and here's the thing. Last game that they played when they were in LA, LA did dominate a lot of that game, and they came away with a 27-13 win. So, of course, you don't really want to panic if you're Houston, but you've got to find a way to get your offense moving a little bit more efficiently. On the return is Larry Rose, and he brings it up to the 25. So, LA does have a decent amount of time here. From the 25, a minute 16, and 2 timeouts. First and 10 from the 25. Johnson to throw. He got all sorts of time. Deep across the middle. Man wide open. That's Nelson Spruce to the 47. Nelson Spruce gets his first catch of the day, and it's about time we saw him. Trey McBride still does not have a catch, but Spruce gets his. It's just a great route. I mean, look at the separation that Spruce has, and we're not getting a good look here. Hopefully we'll get another one. Just wide open across the middle. If you're Houston, you cannot do that. I mean, you really can't afford to give up another score here before halftime. Also, Josh Johnson's interception before was his 10th of the season. First and 10 from the 47. Johnson to throw. Heavy pressure, gets rid of it. That's caught. Elijah Hood out of the backfield. Got a little bit of room to run. Brings it inside Houston territory to the 49. And they're going to have to blow a timeout. 7-3 here in LA. And honestly, it's surprising to see this low score considering how high-powered both of these offenses can be. But hey, that's just the way the game of football works. Sometimes you have good days. Sometimes you just don't. These defenses playing great. Deep ball. Wide open man, and it's dropped. Trey McBride had it. Can't hang on. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down now for LA. Houston's got to step up and get this stop. Johnson to throw. He's got all sorts of time. Pressure, checks it down. That's caught. And excellent tackle. Brandon Barnes taken down by Jeremiah Johnson. Again, Johnson all over the place. And that's a big time stop for this Houston defense. Really just a great job getting in there, pressuring him, making sure that he had to get rid of the ball fast and not letting Barnes get to the first down. Really, Jeremiah Johnson creating some big plays, and Change for Bruga has to punt it away. Houston obviously not near enough time, but that's okay. They got the stop, and they needed that. He'll boot it away. Goes out of bounds to the 16. 16 seconds left. Probably don't see Houston doing a whole lot here. They have 2 timeouts, but still, not really enough time to do anything. Butler gets the carry, and he's got some room to run. Nice hole for Butler, and Houston's got to hope that they can do that more often in the second half. See, this is the James Butler that we've seen throughout the season. Nice big holes, and it really is the offensive line doing an excellent job in making those holes. And they're just going to let the clock kneel. PJ Walker takes a knee, and that's how we'll go to halftime. The LA Wildcats have a 7-3 lead over the Houston Roughnecks. LA 6-4, Houston 7-3. Houston beat them both times in the season, but LA right now playing a pretty solid game on defense. Something to note, Houston, they pretty much were guaranteed the playoffs halfway through the season. I mean, they're just an excellent team. But LA, they were 4-1. Then they dropped 3. 4-4, dropped behind the Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Dragons. But then they won out the rest of the season while Seattle lost out. They were able to sneak into the playoffs. They got a couple huge wins, 19-7 against Seattle, and then they beat Dallas 13-10. LA gonna get the ball now. Can they come away with another big win on the road against their Houston Roughnecks rival? On the return, Larry Rose breaks through a tackle, and how about that return up to the 30? 1st and 10 coming up for the Wildcats. This offense coming back out onto the field. Josh Johnson, he's had an up and down day. He's made some nice throws, he's made some bad throws, and really just kind of sums up his season. He's just been inconsistent, and right now, 7-3, he's got his team the lead. He's got to find a way to help his team maintain this lead and start pulling away. I mean, if they go up 14-3, that would be huge. 1st down. Big blitz. Gotta let it go. He's gonna go deep down the field. Overthrows his man. Looking for Smallwood again. Good coverage that time by Brown. 2nd and 10 coming up. Threw that nice 70-yard touchdown bomb. I mean, it kind of was a lucky play, but still, it was a play. Johnson gonna take it himself, and my goodness. Gabe Wright. Actually, Corey Crawford. Man, that guy Crawford is everywhere, and Johnson goes absolutely nowhere. Loss of 3. This is exactly the way Houston would want to start this drive defensively. Forces Johnson to throw a bad pass. Then Crawford reads that completely. 3rd and 13 now. They did give up the 3rd and 12, which was a 70-yard touchdown bomb. Cannot afford to do that here. 3rd and 13, they've got to stop them in their tracks. They bring a blitz. Dumps it off across the middle. What in the world? 1st down. What is the defender doing? He had an easy tackle there, and Barnes is able to somehow slip away. That's the 2nd time a Houston player has just stopped in his tracks. What? How about LA able to pick up that 1st down? Pretty wild. 1st and 10 now from the 42. Honestly, I think the Wildcats, if they keep playing like this, they definitely have a chance to come away with an upset. Elijah Hood, though, he has not seen much success today. Great open field tackling by Brown. Ballard and Brown in there on that tackle. 2nd and 10 from the 41. They go back to the ground. Hood, nice hole. Taken down at the 48, so another big 3rd down. And I really don't know what that Houston defender was doing. 3rd and 13, it's a check down. He's got a wide open tackle, and he just stands there. 3rd and 4, Houston's got to make a stop here. They go to the ground, and they get the stop, but it's going to be a flag. Another shot in the foot from Houston. That is the 3rd penalty today where they have given LA a 1st down, and now they've got the ball all the way down to the Roughnecks 36. The Roughnecks have been one of the cleanest teams when it comes to penalties, and they have had 5 crushing penalties on the day already. And it's no wonder why they're down 7-3 right now. 1st and 10 now. Johnson screens it out to Spruce, and he's got a lot of room. Nelson Spruce, 1st down, and almost broke it completely. First and 10 coming up at the 23, and honestly, this is just really pathetic of Houston's defense, giving up those 2 big third downs with a penalty and just an errant missed tackle. First and 10 now from the 23. They go back to Elijah Hood. Corey Crawford, he's at least the only guy right now. Him and Johnson have been a couple of the only guys playing well on Houston's defense today. Second and 9 from the 22. They've got to try to hold him to a field goal here. They cannot afford to give up a touchdown. Off play action, Johnson, lots of time, way too much time. He's going to go deep. There's a flag on the play that's dropped by McBride, but I'm pretty sure it's holding. Another pass interference. That is his second pass interference. This time is on Najee Harris, and now that is the 4th defensive penalty that has given LA a first down. First and goal now from the 1. Larry Rose taken down in the backfield. That's Corey Crawford again. Crawford has been absolutely outstanding. Again, him and Johnson, the only 2 guys doing anything for the Roughnecks defense, but I cannot believe all the penalties that we've seen in this game from Houston. That's his second pass interference call, and now LA has it on the 1. Instead of being 3rd and 9, they're second and goal now. At least they're back at the 5. Can Houston's defense step up and get a big-time stop? We're getting close to the midway point in the 3rd quarter. Big blitz from Houston. To the end zone goes Johnson, wide open, touchdown. Trey McBride, that's his first catch of the day, and it goes for 6. LA takes a 13-3 lead, and this Wildcats team putting themselves in a position to win this game and move on to the championship. And honestly, their offense has not been playing good whatsoever. It's this Houston defense that has given them 4 massive first downs, 2 on this drive. Nick Novak for the extra point to make it 14-3. Kick is up, and it's good. And if you're Houston, there's 6:14 to play, and yes, they were down 10-3 in the last showing. So it's not the biggest deficit, but still, the way this offense has moved the football, you got to be a little bit concerned if you're Houston. You've got one of the best offenses in the league, and you only have 3 points. PJ Walker, with that costly turnover in the red zone, they've got to do better. They'll be getting their first drive. Sammy Kosik's out of the end zone. Little lane to run, brings it up to 24. And right now, again, if you're the Roughnecks, you need a score. You need to find the end zone. You cannot settle for 3 again. See what June Jones does here, try to get his offense into a rhythm, but down 14-3 in a very massive playoff game. They've got to find a way to get something done. First and 10 from the 24. On the ground they go, and what a move by Butler, but it's only a gain of about 2. This LA defense has been doing an excellent job today, and they've got a 14-3 lead here on the road in a very tough environment to win. Second and 9. Walker to throw. Good block by Butler. He's got to get rid of the football. He will. To sidelines, knocked away and almost intercepted. LA should have had that pick. Walker has really struggled today for Houston, and they're not in a good position right now. 3rd and 9. They need a big-time pickup here on 3rd down. Walker to throw. Going deep down the sidelines. Got a man. Out of bounds. Cam Phillips makes the catch, but Walker throws it out of bounds. And I don't know, but Houston, this is what we saw DC do to St. Louis. LA is doing it to Houston. I mean, these guys are just not playing effectively in Houston again. They've got the best offense in the league, practically speaking. And they've got 3 points with 5.5 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Austin Recco to punt it away again. Trey McBride back to receive inside the 25. Tries to spin away, but a good tackle made by Smith. But, man, LA up 14-3, and out comes Josh Johnson. 8 for 14, 144 yards. He threw the pick, but he's got 2 touchdowns. I mean, he's doing an excellent job right now. And, again, this Houston defense has got to stop making all these costly plays. On the ground to go to Hood. Met right away. Good defense. Hood has only 27 yards on 13 carries. 2nd and 9 coming up. And again, this is what Houston's been doing. Their defense is playing good, and that's movement, I believe, from LA. And that hurts the Wildcats, pushes them back 5 yards. 2nd and 14 now from their own 24. Johnson to throw. Heavy pressure, dumps it off, knocked away. Good defense, and now Houston in a good position defensively. 3rd and 14. They cannot afford to give this up. Wildcats, though, they've got weapons. Nelson Spruce, Trey McBride. Let's see where Johnson decides to go to. 3rd and 14. He's got time. Pressured, and he's going to go down for the sack. Taken down by Gabe Wright. That's a loss of 9. And Houston's defense steps up and makes another stop. Gabe Wright gets in there. Excellently done. Just breaks through. Johnson had plenty of time to throw that football, but hangs on for too long and he pays for it. And Houston now, I mean, really, they have plenty of time. They've just got to methodically march the ball down the field, find the end zone, and bring this game within 1 score. Shane Trapuka to punt it away for the Wildcats, and only a minute taken off on that drive, so really not the worst for LA. Sam Mobley to receive from inside his 30, and he takes it up to the 30, and that's where he'll be stopped. 4:15 to play in the 3rd. The Roughnecks need an answer right now. Butler has not seen all that much production. 13 carries, 46 yards. See if they want to try to get him more involved. I personally want to see Walker start airing it out. 1st and 10, Walker to throw. Nick Holly makes the grab. Nice catch across the middle. Walker fits that one in there. 2nd and 3 coming up. Those are types of plays that Houston needs to continue to do. Nick Holly was leading the league in receiving yards up until about week 8, and then he was dethroned. 2nd and 3. In motion is Phillips. They've got to get this play off. They will. Walker to throw again. Got time. Across the middle. That's caught. Cam Phillips takes it up to the 46. So Houston, again, starting to move the football. They've been decent moving the football between the 20s. They've got to find a way to get into a scoring position. Really, they need to score a touchdown. They go to Butler, and he is swarmed at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for him to go. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defensive line has been playing a very solid game. 2nd and 10 now from the 46. Walker to throw. Blitz from LA. Fires one and way off the mark. I don't know who he was throwing to there. And another big 3rd down. 3rd and 10. PJ Walker has just struggled to push the ball down the field today. They need a big 3rd down conversion. Another blitz. Pressured. Dumps it off. Can Butler get the angle? He will, but not enough for the 1st down. To the 47. 4th and 2 from the 47. And if you're Houston, I wonder if you leave the offense out here. You're in LA territory. I hope that they go for it here. Butler was able to make one guy miss, but just slowed down enough. 4th and 2, and they're going to punt. This is so disappointing for Houston's offense, and it's really just pathetic. Recco has to punt it away again. And another shanked punt. Only goes out at the 24-yard line. That was a 23-yard punt. That is his 2nd punt he's shanked, and it really just describes this entire game for Houston. The defense stepped up and made a stop, and this offense just cannot get anything going, and it's so strange considering how good of an offense they usually are. 1st and 10 from the 24. Johnson gives it to Hood. Nice hole for Hood. Takes it past the 30 up to the 32. Gain of about 7. Second and 3. They go back to Elijah Hood, and this time he's met. Tried to spin away, but too many defenders there. Pushed back at the 31. Big 3rd and 3. Another big 3rd down. This Houston defense has been out there a ton today. They've got to be pretty exhausted. Can they get another 3rd down stop? Off play action. Johnson. Across the middle. Fires it. Got a man wide open. That's Nelson Spruce at the 47. And the Wildcats pick up a big 1st down, and they are really starting to move closer to getting a win and moving on to the championship. Look at this amazing route. Just Spruce, just such an excellent route runner. Just gets right by Ballard for a big time first down. Johnson put that one on the money. 1st and 10 now from the 47. Johnson to throw. To the sidelines. That's Spruce again. Goes out of bounds. Gain of about 3. You really can't blame the defense at this point. They've made some stops. They've had a lot of errors, but still, they made a couple big stops. To throw is Johnson. Sidelines wide open. Trey McBride, 1st down to the 34. And we are getting close to the 4th quarter, and LA has a commanding 14-3 lead. They blew the lead the last time, but right now they are looking to be in really good position. And they'll let it go to the 4th quarter. 14-3 lead. The Wildcats on the road having a fantastic game against the Roughnecks. Can Houston have a wild 4th quarter comeback, or is this the end of the road for them? Will LA advance to the championship to face off against DC? Hood on the carry, and he's taken down right away. That's Corey Crawford in there again. Crawford has been everywhere today. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 32. If you're Houston's got to hold them to a field goal here. They cannot afford to give up another touchdown. Johnson to throw. He's got time. Pressured, and he's going to go down. Gabe Wright gets his 2nd sack of the day, and this Houston defense, again, making some plays. Gabe Wright gets in there. Big time stop. Johnson had time to get rid of it. Again, hangs on to the ball for too long. And it's just an excellent play by that defense. Big 3rd and 12. This is massive. If Houston can at least stop them from gaining yardage here, they might have to punt. Johnson to throw. Pressured. Heavy pressure. Goes down, deep down the field. Man wide open. Nelson Spruce. Touchdown, LA. That is Johnson's 3rd touchdown of the day. And the Wildcats take a 20-3 lead. And Spruce again is wide open. That is the 2nd time on this drive he's been wide open on a long 3rd down. This Houston defense just cannot find a way to make these stops when they have to on 3rd downs. Johnson was pressured and really just makes an excellent throw. They're ready to go up by 18 here with under 9 minutes to play in the game. Man, I'm still speechless at the fact that Houston only has 3 points. And just so strange. St. Louis only scored 3 points. They're the best team in the league. And Houston, the 2nd best team in the league. And they've struggled to score 3 points themselves. And you go back to that costly turnover from Walker. That kind of just killed things for them. Novak sends it away. Coates back to receive, and he's going to take it out of the end zone. Takes it up to about the 26. Houston has a lot of work to do and not much time. I gotta say, I think this game is kind of iced. You really do not have much time if you're the Roughnecks. They need some big plays very quick. And this Roughnecks crowd, not very happy right now, and I don't blame them. I mean... And the thing is, if LA wins this game, they're going to get home field advantage against DC. 1st and 10, Walker to throw. Across the middle, that's almost intercepted. Will Smith had a chance at that one. Man, it's just not been Walker's day. 2nd and 10 now from the 26. Walker to throw. They only bring 3. Has to check it down, and that's out of bounds. Man. Really just outstanding defense from LA. And right now, they do deserve to go to the championship. 3rd and 10. Walker to throw. Across the middle, almost intercepted by Smith again. He has just been off with the football, and him and Tamu in the playoffs have just really struggled. 4th and 10, they're going to leave the offense out there. What is June Jones going to dial up here? Walker. Got time, going to go deep down the sidelines. Knocked away. Excellent defense by Jalen Dunlap. Turnover on downs, and LA is ready to walk away with a win here. Yes, there's 8.5 minutes, but you're up by 18. You got another easy score here. I just don't see how Houston can win. And again, it's just disgusting offense. It's just pathetic. They have the best players in the league. They scored 41 against this team in week 1, 27 in week 8, and in the playoffs, they can't put up more than 3. Johnson is thrown for 3 touchdowns now, and he is really having himself a day. If he plays like this, LA is going to win the championship. 1st and 10 from the 26. Hood gets the carry, bounces it outside, good tackle. Gain of about 1 or 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Johnson, off play action. He's got all sorts of time to throw the football. And now he's finally going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled by Gates at the 17. 3rd and 1. I mean, if you're Houston, you've got to hold him to a field goal here to hang on to any slim chances of something. Off play action. Johnson, he's going to be taken down. Big time sack. That's Coney Ely gets in there. Pushes him back. LA's going to have to settle for 3. And again, I got to say, this defense has not played too bad. They've had some really stupid errors when it comes to penalties. They've given up some big 3rd downs. But with that said, their offense has done absolutely nothing to give them motivation to keep playing. I mean, they've been out there so much, their offense can't even really pick up a 1st down. So, again, it's just one of those situations that's tough. Nick Novak on to kick 41-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it's right through. 24-3 lead for LA, and very similar score to the last game, so we're kind of seeing 2 blowouts here in the playoffs, which is, when it comes to ratings, not something that we wanted to see, but it is what it is. And a little shout out here to our big fan, Jenna Reagan, who predicted that it would be LA versus DC, and right now, her prediction is spot on. Sammy Coates takes a knee under 7 minutes. Houston needs 3 touchdowns, and I really don't see how it's possible. PJ Walker has played an absolutely horrendous game. He hasn't thrown an interception, but he had the big fumble. He's missed some wide open men, and it's just hurt this team. 1st and 10 now from the 25. What in the world? Why would you even run it? Butler goes absolutely nowhere. Big time stop by that defense. 2nd and 13 coming up. That's Gauls in there on the stop along with Roderick Henderson. If you're Houston, you need scores quick. Like, it's almost like they're giving up on even winning this game. You're pretty much at, you're at 6.5 minutes. 2nd and 13. Walker to throw. Across the middle, got a man wide open. That's Cam Phillips, makes a move. Takes it up to the 40. Nice pickup. 1st down. They've got to keep moving. I mean, they really don't have enough time to win this game, just from a practical standpoint, but they can at least march down and score a touchdown quickly, then have a chance. I'd like to see Walker try to take a shot or something. I mean, last week they had that big connection to Sammy Coates for 84 yards. They've had nothing like that today at all. Why are they running that play? Butler picks up 4, but still, you don't have time to run the football. You just don't. Walker to throw. LA brings some pressure and he just checks it down to Khalil Lewis. Lewis, he's one of the only offensive players that's had a pretty dang good day. 3rd and 3 coming up for Houston. Getting close to the 5-minute mark. Walker to throw. Going deep across the middle. Got a man that's wide open. Complete. First down. Khalil Lewis. Again. Over 100 yards for him. How about his day he's having? Even if Houston goes home, at least he's going out with he'll be able to hold his head pretty high. I mean, he's having a great day. First and 10 from the 29. To throw, Walker. Lots of time. He's got to get rid of the football. Way too much time. He's going to get sacked. Gauls in there. Gets half of that one. Loss of 12. I don't know. I just don't know what Walker's thinking there. And the lineman also had a chance to block him. Just lets him go right by. Kind of disappointing to see 2 blowouts here in the playoffs. Hopefully the championship is exciting. 2nd and 22. Walker to throw. Lots of time again. Just has to check it down to Nick Hawley. He'll take it inside the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 14. Just what a disastrous game for Houston. To throw is Walker. LA brings a blitz. Chucks it to the sidelines, misses his man. He had Phillips. I mean, Walker barely completing over half of his passes. It's just not been his day. Fourth and 14. Walker to throw. Going across the middle. Got a man that's open complete. First down. Inside the 10 to the 8. That's Blake Jackson. His first catch of the day. Brings him inside the 10. Gain of 25. And I guess if you're Cam Phillips, you gotta be like, PJ, pass me the football for a touchdown. You're not going to the championship. But if you can at least get on top and end the season with 7 touchdowns, that's something that I'm sure he would love to do. First and goal. Walker gives it to Butler, bounces it outside, but nowhere to go. Excellent tackle by Jack Tocha. And we are down to under 3 minutes. Still 24-3. LA, they're ready to win their 3rd game in a row to go to the championship. Why are they running the football? Andre Williams goes nowhere. This is just stupid. This time is just continuing to run. It's just so boring. 3rd and goal. And now Walker's going to miss his man in the end zone. Or get sacked. What the hell? If that doesn't sum up this game for Houston, I don't know what does. And I guess they're just going to go... they're going to let Walker try to get to the end zone. 4th and goal. They've been inside the 20 3 times today and only 3 points. Walker to throw. Going to go to the end zone. Wow. Man, I just wanted to see a good game. Oh well. Johnson coming back out, and he's having himself a good day. I mean, His team's been playing well. He shook off that interception, and for the first time, for one of the first times this second half of the season, he's been looking pretty consistent. Nice little fake, and Elijah Hood picks up 6 or 5. Second and 5. Johnson, back to the ground game they go. Hood, close to a first. And the LA Wildcats, they're going to prepare to face DC, and they beat DC 17-14 in the season. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the championship. 3rd and 1. First down, Elijah Hood. And that'll officially do it. Unbelievable. The 2 number 1 seeds get blown out in the playoffs, and I guess that's just what the XFL Simulated is like, but pretty surprising. First and 10, and they're still going to try to run a play. They literally could just kneel it out. Elijah Hood just trying to get some more yardage, and he'll get to that 50-yard mark. Still running plays. But that will do it. The XFL West playoff match is over. The Houston Roughnecks drop 24-3 loss. Very impressive from LA, and you gotta hand it to Winston Moss for creating a defensive scheme that shut down one of the best offenses in the league. PJ Walker, Cam Phillips, Nick Holley, James Butler, they couldn't find the end zone once. Josh Johnson stepped up in one of the biggest games of the season for LA and gets the job done. After 4-4, and they look like they weren't gonna make the playoffs, now they're going to the championship. We'll see if they can keep this up, going up against a pretty solid DC defense, but wow, it's just an excellent fourth quarter there. Wildcats hang on, and again, really interesting to see how DC and LA lost to Houston and St. Louis twice in the season, yet they win in the playoffs. Very interesting. Heck of a day for LA, and they will face DC in the XFL Simulated Championship. We can't wait for that game to get underway. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter so you don't miss it. Till next time, this is James Larson with the XFL Simulated. See you next time.